was a client of Capital Futures in my past business because we did quite a lot of work with Capital Futures at that business. We actually did both leadership hiring and more campaign search on the sales side. Then I was a candidate. So in fact, when I was leaving that business and then I joined FP as an operating partner, it was Capital Futures that placed me into FP. And then obviously now as a CEO of Keyloop, we've done quite a lot of leadership hire work with Capital Futures. Now, of course, the key thing is the knowledge of the market, and particularly the private equity market, is really deep. So, knowing what kinds of people are going to succeed where, who's got what real track record from the businesses that they're already in, that's something that Capital Futures really brings. That's super helpful for us. Now, hiring people is hard because you've got to get, like I said, it's kind of like a recipe. You can put ingredients in, but if they don't go well together, so that whole question of if you're building a new leadership team, you're looking for certain kinds of skills. It's not just a question of, is this the right individual ingredient? That is really important. It's also, am I building the right overall set of capabilities? And so working consistently with Capital Futures on that has been really helpful.
Yeah, and I think it's important, we are then able to know your brand, and you want your voice and your brand to be heard in the correct way, and having a consistent partnership, you're able to have that consistently going through out to the market, and also delivering back to you market intel, market trends is what you need to know from your perspective.
Yeah, no, so that's definitely true. So the first thing about that, it's easy to say that it's saying something like knowing our brand, but actually just knowing us as individuals, right, at that level, and knowing what will tend to work. And then that point about bringing perspective about what's going on, because of course we know our own company incredibly well, and our own sector we spend a lot of time thinking about, but we don't always see the kinds of trends that are playing out multi-sector. And of course, with a firm like Capital Futures, they're looking across the market, actually different sectors, different companies, different size companies. You can actually bring perspectives on what's happening, what are the trends that we should be looking for. And that wider view, we may have a very good, strong view of what we need to do.
Yeah.
That wider view can be incredibly helpful.